Hello, everyone. Uh, Please confirm if you can see me, hear me. Let's get started. We had some technical issues, but we are live now. So I'm going to be checking on my phone to see if we're live. Um, Let me see. If anyone can see us or hear us, just leave it in the chat. Let me know that you can see us live. Let's get started. Am I live? Can you confirm that? Can you confirm I'm live?
Since it's backwards,
It's what?
since it's just playing here, just now, I don't know. No, just wait, it's currently just speaking.
Okay, yeah. That means we're live on YouTube. Okay, awesome. All right. Okay. So we are live. So if you're joining us wherever we are streaming from, we're streaming on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Put it in the chat. Let me know where you're joining us from. Let me check Instagram to see if we're live there. Technology has been very interesting today. I can't see us live on Instagram. Okay. What platforms are we live on, please? Okay, so I'm seeing YouTube. Let me know where you're joining us from in the comments. If you're I can see we're not live on Instagram yet. So let me see. Let me try it again. Okay. Technology is very interesting. Why is Instagram not connecting? Hmm. It doesn't seem to be connecting on Instagram. Hmm? Yeah.
I don't really know about.
Hmm?
I don't really know about. Let me just check for me.
So I put the stream key, but it's not. It keeps saying sending data. Okay, they say they can't see it on LinkedIn. It says it's streaming. Let me check LinkedIn. Oh, technology today, very wonderful. Okay, it's live on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is live. Let me check Facebook. I think there's something wrong with um, Facebook and Instagram are not connecting. So I guess we'll leave that out. Okay. So Facebook and Instagram are not connecting. So we're just going to focus on YouTube and LinkedIn. All right. YouTube and LinkedIn. That's what we're going to focus on. All right. So we'll just focus on the channels that we're live on. I'm going to see if I can possibly go live on my phone. Um, um, okay, got it. Okay, if you're live and seeing this, bear with us. We're having technical issues. We're trying to resolve everything. You know how technology can be sometimes. So yeah. And I actually haven't streamed in a long time since last year. I haven't streamed all year. So yeah. Mm, mm, yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Okay. So I Hi, Abasilita, good to see you here, and Catherine, good to see you. So, unfortunately, we cannot stream on Facebook and Instagram. So, we're just going to stream to YouTube and LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn, on that page on LinkedIn, all right. Same thing with YouTube. So please, Catherine and the team, please let everyone know that we're only on those two platforms, and so let's make sure we put out an update on our Instagram and our Facebook, because I've gotten messages from people asking if we were live. Okay, I've got a message from people asking if we're live. So all right, so we are getting started. So let me know where you're joining us from right now. Let me know where you're joining us from. So this is a quick live session today, and I'm going to be talking to you about how to grow your income in 2026, the fastest way to grow your income in 2026. That's what we're talking about today. All right. So let me know in the chat where you're joining us from. Also, let me know what your current job title is. Let me know what your current job title is. Now, if you're joining this live stream from LinkedIn or YouTube, you're going to see some text on the screen. We have a masterclass coming up next week, Saturday. You have to be there. And everything we're going to talk about today is actually going to be sort of a pre-work towards what we're going to do on Saturday. But Saturday is live on Zoom because we're going to be doing, actual work in our workbooks. All right. So go to businessconsultingschool.ca. Go there now, register. If you have any questions, send us a WhatsApp message through the numbers on your screen. All right. So if you're a skilled professional and your income hasn't grown based on your experience yet, there are certain things you need to be doing. And there are probably certain errors that you're making right now. And that's the reason why we're going to talk about this. Also, learning what you need to do to grow your income real fast, okay? Real fast. And for those of you who it's your first time joining us on a live stream like this, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Eno Eka. I am the CEO of Any Consulting Incorporated, founder of the Business Analysis School, Business Consulting School, and the Thought Leadership Business School. All right, we are located in Canada, US, and Nigeria. We've trained over 150,000 people in the last 8 years in over 90 countries. We provide training programs across AI, business analysis, business strategy, business consulting, product management, data analysis. And so we're the go-to school for all things helping you leverage your skills and experiences to land a higher paying job or to transition careers in non-technical careers. All right. And so what we're talking about today is just not the numbers. 6 figures, 7 figures are really, really great, for you to know and to achieve. We have achieved 7 figures as a company. However, it starts from making some baby steps, right? Making those baby steps. And so we're going to talk about those things today. We're going to talk about them live today. All right. Hi, Grace from Poland. Nice to connect with you. Product specialist. Thank you, Grace, for joining. Thank you, Abasilita, for joining as well. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. All right. So a lot of us are hardworking professionals. We do our jobs very well. We're hardworking professionals. However, some things need to be put in place, all right? Some things need to put in place. And the first thing is really your mindset, right? Your mindset. Now, it's not that you're not working hard. You are working hard. You're working hard as a professional. However, if you want to grow your income, there are certain things you have to do. Now, these are things that I also did myself. And so whatever I'm telling you are not things that haven't been tried and tested. Okay, they're not things that haven't been tried and tested. Okay, I think I love this view now. Okay, I'm widening the screen. Okay, all right. So the first thing is your mindset. All right, most people believe that they need to have more degrees. They need to get an MBA, be a PhD, more letters behind their name for them to grow their income. Now, while those things like certifications and degrees can help you, it's not a guarantee. I literally know people with MBAs, with PhDs that are struggling to find work, that can't even get a promotion, that still need career coaching to help them in their careers, or even gotten laid off, or completed those degrees and didn't get a job. So it's never about the degrees you have. It's about the value that you can offer to an organization. The value you can offer to an organization, all right? And so a lot of people believe that once I'm able to get more letters behind my name, my salary would automatically, increase. My income is going to grow exponentially. I'm guaranteed a promotion. Nothing guarantees you that, okay? It is not guaranteed. There are strategies you need to put in place to be able to achieve this, all right? And so these are the things we're going to be talking about today, all right? So anyone here, let me know in the chats, anyone here who's joining us, what is your highest degree? Hello, Glory. What's your highest degree that you have? Is it a PhD, a master's, a PGD? And then how many certifications do you have? I know a lot of us have certifications that we have acquired, right? So let me know, how many certifications do you have? I have a ton of them. But I can tell you this, I didn't grow my income because of all the certifications I had. I didn't grow my income because of all the certifications. They were a bonus, right? They helped me to validate my knowledge and my expertise, but I needed to actually take some steps, and we're going to talk about that as well, all right? So there are three income ceilings that are keeping you stuck. Three. Put 3 in the chat. If you can hear me, put 3 in the chat. There are 3 income ceilings that are keeping you stuck. There are 3 income ceilings that are keeping you stuck. The first is the salary ceiling, all right? So a lot of us, that's the most obvious one. That is the one income path that we have. And then we believe that every time we're adding more degrees, you usually see people going back to get a second master's, a third master's, going back for a PhD. I used to be that person who thought, oh, the more degrees I had, the more money I would make, the better I would feel, happy I would feel. That's not true, all right? You need to make sure you're getting them for the right reasons. In fact, the rate of people getting MBAs now has drastically reduced, that even all the top MBA schools are giving massive discounts because nobody's coming to get MBAs. People graduated with MBAs, no jobs. All right. So you want to make sure that you're getting these degrees for the right reason. And so the first ceiling is the salary ceiling. A lot of people believe that once I get all these degrees, I'm going to be able to hit the salary. And so that's why you see people asking for sometimes outrageous salaries based on their skills and experiences because they went to get some fancy degree. A lot of people also believe that the more exceptional I am, that means I will max out in my income. That's also not true, right? You can't max out just because you're exceptional. There are certain things you have to do. So let's say, for example, you're great at bookkeeping, right? You're great at doing bookkeeping work, and you do the bookkeeping every month. That's a repetitive task. Most times when an organization is looking at how to promote, how to increase salary, it's more about the value that you're offering to the organization. And so people just think, oh, more degrees, then that means I'm going to increase my salary. But what industry are you in? What's the location of the company? What is the budget for your for salaries for your role, right? The second cap is that hourly ceiling, right? For a lot of freelancers, contractors, they charge $5 per hour, $10 per hour for the work that they do. And there's a cap to how much you can do because it's 24 hours in a day. So even if you charge $10 per hour, the max you can make is $240. If you charge $100, the max you can make in a day, and that's if you're working 24 hours a day. That's not possible. And so there's also a cap because of that hourly ceiling that you have. And the third ceiling is the visibility ceiling. So with the visibility ceiling, you have achieved a lot, you have the results, you have a great portfolio, but nobody knows about you. All right, nobody knows about you. And the people who are able to be visible, put themselves out there, because they don't even have as much as you do, whether in skills, experience, knowledge, because they're visible, they become the obvious choice to people. Why? Because they're the ones people see every day. And so that visibility ceiling is also keeping you stuck. Now, all of these three ceilings that I have mentioned, they all have the same solution. They all have the same solution. And there are certain people who find themselves in the first ceiling, which is the salary ceiling. The second is the hourly ceiling. And the third, you sit on the chair? You can put this down and sit on the chair. And then the third ceiling is the visibility ceiling. So let me know in the chat, is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Which ceiling are you stuck with? Let me know on YouTube or LinkedIn where you're joining us from. Let me know the ceiling that you're stuck with. Let me know in the chat, which ceiling? Okay. So it's either there are three ceilings. Three ceilings is the salary ceiling. There's a max to how much you can make based off of the salary that you earn. Okay, so Grace says 1. Basilita says stuck in 2 ceilings, hourly and visibility. Okay. All right, that's noted. Hourly and visibility. Okay, for the people who are live with us on LinkedIn, let me know which of the ceilings are you stuck on. Is it 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, so if you're just joining us on Instagram, hello everyone. We're talking about the fastest way to grow your income in 2026. We're able to just come live on Instagram right now. So join the conversation, okay? Join the conversation. We're talking about the things that are keeping you stuck. The first is the salary ceiling. There's a cap as to how much you can make. No matter what you have studied, no matter how many degrees you have, there's a cap to how much you can make in any given career path. Number 2 is people who are freelancers, independent contractors. You charge hourly, $10 an hour, $20 an hour, but there's a cap as to how much you can make. All right? And then the third ceiling is visibility. So a lot of us are very skilled, have a lot of experience, but we're not visible. So nobody knows that we are great at what we do, and that is keeping us stuck. And that is keeping us stuck. All right. So I see Abaslita says I have two. So I'm stuck on the two, right? Visibility and hourly. Obed says visibility and hourly rate. Grace says one. So that's the salary ceiling. Now, these three ceilings, if you're just joining, welcome on Instagram. So let me know in the chat. Put one if you're stuck on the salary ceiling. Put two if it is the hourly ceiling. Put three if it's visibility ceiling. And if you're just joining us on Instagram, you can click that link and sign up for our upcoming masterclass on Saturday. We're going to be going deeper into how to leverage your skills and experiences to build a profitable consulting practice. Now, all the things that we talked about, the three things we talked about, there's a solution. The solution is not getting another degree, another MBA, MSc, PhD. That's not the solution. The solution is not adding another side hustle to your current job because you're going to burn out. It's not posting more on LinkedIn. It's not, going live, like I'm doing. There are certain things we have to do. And so for these three ceilings, the solution is taking your experience and skills and packaging them into offers, all right? And basically what that means is turning that into consulting. Turning that into consulting. And so what happens is that consulting breaks that three ceilings simultaneously. You're not stuck with the salary. You don't have that hourly cap, and you're focused on value-based pricing. So you're pricing based on the value that you offer, and you position yourself as a visible expert within, within the community. And so, as an experienced professional, right? Put the number of years of experience that you have in the chat. Is it 5, 10, 20? Let me know in the chat. How many years of experience do you have? So you can experience. The fastest way to grow income is to monetize your expertise directly through consulting. Monetize your expertise directly through consulting, not creating a side hustle, right? But as a true business model, so that people take you seriously as a true business model. And so that's what I have done by taking my accounting expertise, my business analysis expertise, my technology expertise, and packaging that into a business model where I provide consultations. Okay, so Josephine says she has 12 years of work experience. 12 years of work experience. So here's why consulting works best as the fastest way to actually grow your income. You don't have that salary cap, right? You determine how much you make based off of the number of clients you work with, based on your pricing. You basically invoice your clients for your time. All right. The second reason why consulting works is because it's value-based pricing. And so you're not just billing by the hour or by the minute, you're billing based on outcome. And so if you help a company solve a $500,000 problem, you can't be charging $10 per hour for that. You can't charge $100 per hour for a $500,000 problem. As a senior business analyst specialist, I was the lead in transformation. And that was still the largest the consultant made figures. All right, I was already being paid high six figures as a specialist in my field. There's absolutely no way that a company was going to hire me with my level of experience and be paying me $10 an hour. And so you're now charging based off of the value that you deliver to the organization. So the income equation is very different. And the third reason why consulting is also the fastest way is because you already have the expertise. So we don't need you to go get an MBA to prove to us. You don't need you to claim that you have worked, in KPMG, PwC. That's great if you have that experience, but that's not what makes clients hire you. Clients hire you based on your expertise. And so you don't need to become a different person to be a consultant, right? You need to package what you already know, what you already have into offers that people can pay for. But knowing what the market wants is very, very important, right? So me being able to do this, that's how I was able to grow our company quickly into multi-millions, is looking at what I have done, my expertise, and packing them into offers. And so let me know in the chat. Oh, Josephine on YouTube says I'm a business analysis school alumni and I just passed my CBAP. Thank you for your coaching. Oh, you're so welcome. You're very, very welcome. You're welcome, Josephine. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so anyone here, let me know in the chat. Have you ever thought about consulting, but you don't know where to start? Put yes in the chat if you ever thought about how can I provide consulting. Take the expertise that I have and create offers that I can sell. Let me know in the chat. Put yes if that's you. Put a yes if that's you. Put a yes in the chat. Put a yes in the chat if that's you. And so, yes, okay, fantastic, fantastic. And so, okay, David says yes. All right. And so, basically, if you have been thinking about how can I provide consulting, how can I take my expertise of 10, 15, 20 plus years, then listen carefully. So, we're going to talk about four things, right? Four things that you need to launch a profitable consulting business in 2026 that's going to help you grow your income real fast. The first is one, you need a defined niche. You can't be everywhere. You can't serve everybody. That's one mistake that a lot of people have. And it's easy to fall into that trap, especially if you've worked in multiple industries. And so for some of us who have over 10 years, 15, 20 years of experience, we probably worked in 5 industries or more. I've worked in over 7 industries. I was literally counting one day and I'm like, oh wow, I have been almost everywhere. And so you can't consult for everyone. You need a defined niche in consulting. That's something that will set you apart, right? So the people who try to serve everyone cannot offer a premium price. However, once you're able to identify your market, right, you have a specific niche and you can solve a specific type of problem for a specific client, then you can actually charge a premium. For example, if you're a specialist in healthcare and you have specialized in the Epic software that is used in the medical space, and not just specializing in Epic, right? Maybe you specialized in you specialize in system upgrades, for example. You're going to charge higher than someone who is just a generalist, right? Just a consultant. All right, so we're back. All right. So if you're on YouTube or LinkedIn, you're able to hear me now. And so when I wanted to start my consulting company, I looked at all the skills I had, and business analysis was the best specialization that I could monetize. Now, within business analysis school, we have educational programs. I could have said I want to be a career coach and just like serve everyone, doctors, lawyers, nurses, engineers, everybody. I'm going to serve you. But I decided to look at my expertise. What are the things that I know how to do really good is I know how to help anyone who has experience take that experience and leverage it as a business analyst, because I did that, moving from accounting to business analysis. So the core, right? The core offer of business analysis school is that any experience you have, we're going to help you solving and turn that to a career education. Help you your life. Not And so that's having a very defined niche, a very, very defined niche, right? The second thing is you need to have a packaged offer. You need to have a packaged offer, right? You can't be that person that when people say, "Oh, can you help me with this?" You're clueless, right? You're clueless. You can't say, "This is exactly how I serve," right? So when people come to you and say, "Oh, hi, Chioma, I see that you are, um, an experienced healthcare consultant." I don't know. I'm giving a lot of healthcare examples. You're an experienced healthcare consultant, and I have a pharmacy, and I'm struggling with growing my sales. I'm struggling with retaining my clients, and I want to see how you can help me as a healthcare business consultant, right? That's very specific, right? Very, very specific. Now, when someone comes to you with that kind of problem, what offers do you have for them? Do you have a special, do you have a special offer for business growth? Do you have a special offer for business audits? So these are things that we want to have in place. No vague services, like everything is specific, it is priced to a problem. And so a lot of people skip this step. They say, I want to be a consultant, I want to provide consulting, but they don't have any offers. And so nobody takes them seriously. They don't have anything they can actually sell to people and offer that and get paid. So that's the second thing is a packaged offer. The second thing is a packaged offer. The third thing, so the first thing we talked about was having a defined niche. The second thing was a packaged offer. And then the third thing is a client acquisition system. So within your client acquisition system, you need a way for you to get clients. And so a lot of people who are very knowledgeable, we're experts, we struggle with putting ourselves out there. I get that. We know how to do the job, but we don't know how to get clients. And so one thing people think is that you need to be able to dance on social media, you need to do all of those things. You don't need a massive following to actually be able to attract clients to you. And when you're just starting out, you don't need to run ads either. You don't need to do any of those things. You don't need to also cold call to land clients. You need a system that works. And this is based off of your own strengths. So we're going to figure out what your strengths are, what works for your industry, and how to leverage it to the max. We're also going to look at within your space and your circle. Are there people in your space and circle who are your ideal clients that you're overlooking? These are things that we need to be looking at when we're trying to build out our consulting practice. And then the fourth thing is a pricing strategy that reflects your value. I see this so many times. You can't say you're a consultant and you're charging, $99 for your consulting. You're charging $49 for your consulting. If you're charging that for a digital product or an online class or something, that's different. But you need to package your offers for the value that you're offering. So you always find that new consultants are always on the pricing, always on the charging. All right. And this kills your business real fast. People believe that, oh, I have to be very, very, very cheap so that I can get clients. That's not true. Clients will pay whoever gives them the value, not who offers the cheapest service. All right. So you price yourself out of the market when you overprice, but also when you underprice, people might not also trust your expertise. Because imagine, you want to hire someone that is going to, okay, I think it's back up now. You're going to hire somebody that is going to come in and do a digital transformation in your organization, and they tell you that they're charging $99. They tell you they're charging $99. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. No serious consultant charges that. And so underpricing yourself takes you out of the market of premium clients, all right? And high value clients don't look for cheap. They look for value, they look for credibility, and they look for positioning. They look for positioning. So whoever has the right positioning, and that's where all your knowledge, skills, expertise, all the degrees, certifications you have, that's where it comes into play. Because when you start to charge a premium, that's where you can leverage all the That's where you can leverage all the certifications you have. That's where you can leverage all the degrees you have to the max. All right. So I mentioned four things you need to launch a profitable consulting business. One is having a defined niche. Having a defined niche. All right. Having a defined niche. The second thing is having a packaged offer. Having a packaged offer. The third thing is a client acquisition system. And the fourth thing is pricing strategy. The fourth thing is pricing strategy. Okay, let me tell you a short story. Let me tell you a short story. My consulting business started as an accident. Like I didn't plan to have. Always wanted to have a consulting company, but I didn't plan to have one as fast as possible because I landed in Canada and in 8 months I started a company. But that was because I landed a contract that needed me to have a licensed consulting company to take on that contract. And so that was one of the reasons why I just, set up my company. However, the kinds of consulting that I have done have varied. They varied from curriculum development to teaching, to coaching programs, to speaking engagements, to digital transformation programs. They varied so much, right? I've also done, consulting work that was just advisory, advising businesses, advising clients. And so consulting is so broad. And I didn't see myself as a consultant because I felt, I needed to have, this certain level of, degree, MBA, all of that. I haven't worked in a big four I haven't worked in a big four organization, all those things. However, getting to understand what consulting was, I realized I was already doing consulting before anybody even told me I was a consultant. Basically, what is consulting? It is basically offering, having an offer and then being paid for that offer. So whether you're advising someone, whether you're helping them solve a problem, a lot of us have already provided consulting. We have had a friend who had a challenge and they came to us, we gave them a solution and it worked. They didn't pay us. We helped them, we volunteered, right? We supported them. People come to us, write my resume, help me with preparing for this interview. That's still career consulting. Oh, I think I want to change jobs. I need support here. You help that person. That's still career consulting. All right. Somebody, maybe your friend has a hair business or a boutique and their sales are down and give them some strategies on how to improve their sales or for their marketing. That is consulting. And so I never knew that I was doing that until I got into consulting and realized all the while I was doing this, but I wasn't getting paid. And so realizing that everything I was doing was consulting just made it easier for me to create offers for my market. So if you're just joining us, welcome. There's a masterclass on Saturday. You definitely want to register for it. If you're live on Instagram, just comment consult. You get the link. You should be able to get the link in your DM if you comment consult, I believe. Or just go to businessconsultingschool.ca. All right, businessconsultingschool.ca. Now, for a lot of people who probably want to start their consulting and they're struggling, they don't know where to start, it's not because you lack knowledge. You already have the knowledge, you have the expertise, you have the skills. But the thing is the mindset, right? And I just give you an example. I never saw myself as one because I didn't even know what I was doing was consulting. But in the masterclass that we have that's holding on Saturday, we're going to go deeper into the types of consulting, which one works best for you, We're also going to be talking about how to create an offer. We're going to be talking about that, how to create value-based offers, and we're also going to be talking about how to leverage AI right now. So being AI into your consulting is the next level. And so in 2026, it makes it really, really fast and really easier for you to, scale what you do. All right. So a lot of people feel I need to wait till I'm ready. No, you're probably already doing it. So that's why I want you to join us in the masterclass on Saturday. We are going to actually be working with our workbooks. We have worksheets too as well. When you upgrade, you get access to all that. So it's not about you being ready. It's about you knowing that you can do this and taking the first step, taking that first step, right? So Saturday, July 25th, we're holding this. It's going to be same time like this. We'll start at, I think, 5 p.m. West African time, and that's 10 a.m. Mountain time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, next week Saturday. And so this is going to be like a blueprint. We're going deeper, step by step by step, into what you do to launch. All right. Being able to grow this company into multi-millions, I didn't really have anyone that was showing me a blueprint. So I was learning from multiple people. I'll take coaching programs, I'll take this course, I'll do research. But I've been able to put together what I know how to do in terms of taking my knowledge and experience and creating a consulting practice out of that, be able to package that into a framework that I'll be teaching you on Saturday. And I've also been able to show other people how they can do this. And so we have, students who are doing great in their own consulting practices. Okay. So if you know you want to be in class on Saturday and you want to learn more about the frameworks, put me in the chat. Put me in the chat if you are interested. Put me in the chat. Put me in the chat if you are interested in learning more on Saturday and you're going to come. All right, David, definitely want to see you there. Nick, definitely want to see you there as well. All right, so we're going to go with the step-by-step framework on how to take your skills and expertise from employee to consultant. And we're looking at how you can do this in 90 days. In the next 3 months, how can I take my knowledge and expertise and turn that into a consulting practice with offers? We're going to talk about how to package your expertise into an offer people actually pay for. No more giving away free advice, right? Take the knowledge and skills you have and package them into offers and be able to sell them. All right, Josephine, I want to see you there. Congratulations again. All right, we're going to talk about the client acquisition system, how to acquire clients as a consultant, right? Not cold calling, not going viral or dancing on the internet. Dancing is great. I love to dance. But how to also fix that. If you don't get the link, just send me a DM or just comment on my last post. You can comment consult, you get the link if you don't get it through the live stream. And then we'll look at the mistakes people really make and how you will not make that mistake. So how to fix all of that before you launch your consulting practice. So seats are limited. It's going to be live. We're going to be doing it on Zoom. So it's going to be more. There's going to be more engagement. You can ask questions. It's a live working session with workbooks and all of that. So register now. You can go on my page and just comment. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, just comment consult or go to businessconsultingschool.ca. If you're on LinkedIn or YouTube, the link is already there for you. The link is there, right? So for a lot of people, they probably think, oh, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I'm not ready now. Well, here are some things you need to know. You need to prepare. Opportunity come for those who are prepared. All right. So you start to prepare. If it's something you want to do, then start the process because it's a journey. It's not something that happens overnight. And so I don't have the time to start, my consulting practice right now. Well, this is exactly what someone that with the salary ceiling will say, because the more time you wait, your income is not growing. And so if you really want to grow your income, you need to start to think of other ways to do it. I mean, there are so many things you can do. I mean, online, you see things like invest in crypto, you see affiliate marketing, you see drop shipping, e-commerce. But what if I can just take the knowledge and skills I have that I use every day in my 9 to 5 in my career and package that into a consulting offer? I think that's better for me, and that's what has worked. People also think that they don't have enough experience. That's not true. Okay? The experience and skills that you already have is valuable. It's valuable. All right, it's valuable. If you just joined us, let me know in the chat how many years of experience do you have? How many years of experience do you have? So if your answer is more than three, if you have more than 3 years of work experience, then the problem is not your experience. If you have more than 3 years of experience, then you have expertise that you can offer as a consultant. Some people here have probably tried consulting before. You've tried to, create an offer, sell it, but it just didn't work out, right? Maybe you tried to put together a consulting practice, it didn't work out. The thing is, you need a system. You did not have a system, and so that's like trying to drive to somewhere without having a map, not knowing where to turn. And so that's why you need to come to the masterclass. We're going to go into the framework as to how to launch a profitable consulting practice, leveraging the expertise and experience that you have right now. And so we're going to be going deeper into the frameworks, the strategies. It's next week, Saturday, businessconsultingschool.ca. Go there, secure your seats. I want to see you in class. For the session on Saturday, I do have another class I have to teach today. I'm teaching my strategy class. So I'm going to have to hop off in the next 10 minutes. For those who are coming to the masterclass on Saturday, it is next week, Saturday, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m. West African time. So if you're in Nigeria or anywhere in Africa, it's 5 p.m. If you are in North America, it's 10 a.m. Mountain Time or 12 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be live on Zoom, and you have 3 levels, to join. So the general attendee level, it's free. Once you sign up, you get the Zoom link, and you can join us. Right? You join live on Zoom. We have the VIP. The VIP access gives you the workbook. So the workbook we're going to be using, you actually get access to that workbook, and you get access to a bonus course as well. So that's what VIP gets you. And then we have the platinums. And so if you wanted to go from VIP and move into platinum, then you would also get access to the pricing worksheets, the proposal templates, the pricing templates. You also get access to the offer templates, and then you also get an opportunity to ask me direct one-on-one question during the masterclass. So you have that guaranteed opportunity to ask me a direct question when you're a platinum attendee. And so we have the general, VIP, platinum. I highly recommend for everyone to join the platinum. It's super, super low. It's not premium at all, because I want more people to be able to join this masterclass. All right. So go to the website now and go sign up now. Secure your spot right now. Mark your calendar. This time next week, we're going to be live on Zoom. We're going to be doing a live working session on Zoom. All right. So it's a simple decision you have to make, and 2 steps. Register, number 1. Save it to your calendar so you don't forget, and make sure wherever you are joining us from, that you're following us on our social media pages so that you get alerts whenever we go live or any updates come about the class. All right. So here's the thing. I used to be an accountant. I studied accounting. My bachelor was in University of Benin. I don't have an MBA from Princeton, Harvard, Yale, Columbia, Oxford University. I don't have any of that, right? I was able to leverage my accounting experience and leverage that to move into business analysis. How? As an accountant, I was doing the things that a business analyst was already doing. I was solving problems. When I was an accountant, I analyzed our existing systems in the company, turned everything from manual to digital. I was able to work with the team to buy and customize and implement Sage Peachtree accounting into the system. We're able to fully turn our vendor management system into a digital system. I did all those things. And so outside of the scope of my work as an accountant, I was adding more value in the organization. And when I learned about business analysis, I was able. Okay, so if you're interested in the masterclass, link I was able to take what I've done, analysis, career. And so as a business analyst, I was doing the same thing, working on multiple projects for the organizations I worked in. So digital transformation project, process improvement project, looking at an existing process, making it better, adding automation into the process, improving our trainings, improving our hiring process. All those things are what a business analyst does. And so I took that accounting experience, moved into business analysis, had a great six-figure career as a business analyst in Canada. Worked on a $6 billion core banking transformation project. And when I moved into consulting, I basically just took that same knowledge and experience as a business analyst and turned that into a consulting practice. And so I was able to do multiple things from teaching, coaching, speaking, advisory, and strategy. All those things I was doing under the consulting umbrella using my business analysis skills because I was already doing those things in my 9 to 5. And so I was able to leverage my expertise to build the consulting company, and we're able to grow the company so fast that within 3 years we already hit $1 million, and we're 8 years now, and we've been able to grow our revenue to multi-millions of dollars. We have offices in Lagos, Nigeria. We have in Canada. We have in the US. We've served over 150,000 people in over 90 countries based on the work that we have done. So I think I know a thing or two about the frameworks to actually grow and scale. And if you really wanted to scale globally, being able to serve people all over the world, there's a strategy towards that. I'm going to talk about a lot of those things on the masterclass. So come to the masterclass. I'll show you the system. We'll go through the frameworks. It's next week, July 25th. You don't want to miss it. Seats are limited, so register now. We have the general, the VIP, the platinum. You should definitely be looking at the platform for sure, so you can get the workbooks, the worksheets, all of that, and you can also get the opportunity to have a direct one-on-one Q&A with me. Okay, one-on-one Q&A with me. So, do we have any questions? Any questions so far? Any questions at all so far? Do you have any questions? If you have registered for the masterclass, put registered in the comments. Put registered in the comments. Put registered in the comments if you have registered. Put registered in the comments if you have registered. All right, fantastic. So I know I'm going to be seeing you next week, Saturday. Tell a friend. Do you have a colleague? Do you have anyone around you who should be in this class? Then let them come. And the good thing is we're going to be talking about how to also leverage AI. And so AI is going to be the game changer right now for every one of you. Zandile, yes, I did see that. Can't wait to see you on Saturday as usual. Imagine you have a client and you need to automate a process for them, maybe within your industry, maybe it's in the fashion industry or healthcare. But because you know how to use AI, then you can even do it faster. And so AI is going to even make you a better consultant. And we're going to talk about the strategies with AI as well to add on to your consulting. The truth is, we're in a time where nothing is guaranteed for no one except what you truly, truly own. And so if you're an experienced professional, now it's not for everyone because there is, there's a limit to how much a coach can help you. You still need to do the work. And so it's someone who is driven, you're ambitious, then definitely you want to actually take your expertise and put that into consulting. And so if you don't have any more questions, we're going to wrap it up here. Definitely go sign up for the masterclass on Saturday. We're going to have a great time together. Invite someone to join. I'm going to update the link in my bio to the masterclass. But if you just comment consult on my page on Instagram, Facebook, you'll be able to get the link. And then, of course, the links have been put into the chat and it's been sent to some people's DMs. And so I'll see you on Saturday. Can't wait for us to be together and have such a great time. We'll have such a great time on Saturday. I'll see you, David. I will see you, Zandile. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Bye, everybody.